Hey there, soccer fans. How are you today? Really now? Oh, look at this guy.
Look at those
Look at him.
titties.
Yep. He's wearing his Lakers jersey.
I promise you, this jersey used to look great on me.
Yeah. Well,
I
we
used to-
were talking about it before. We had our interview with Juan, and you're both wearing your Lakers jerseys, but your Lakers jersey is like over a dad bod, and I welcomed you to the dad bod world. Now that you have kids, you should start getting the yeah.
so
those days
disappointed
are
on
over,
myself, Joao.
right?
I'm
If you
looking
didn't
forward
already,
to.
yeah.
Wait,
Go ahead.
before you move on, I'm looking forward to the fact that we're gonna have a alcohol last 6 months.
Oh,
I
I
think
know.
that's gonna help.
We're gonna
You
lose.
know, with
We're gonna lose a lot of
these
weight.
titties that eventually I'm gonna have to use a bra or something. But
Oh boy! If
disgusting.
you don't know already, you're listening to Soccer Stupid, the soccer podcast. Your host João and
Louis,
Rui. Oh, I always thought it was Rui. I've been calling you
Rui,
Rui this whole time.
Rui, Rui,
Rui. Hey, we should
Louis,
speak in
like
French the
French.
entire time. I don't know a
Oh,
lot of French words. I know
quoi?
taguer, which is shut up. Taguer.
Well, how come you
Taguer.
always like? It seems like every time we talk about different languages, you only know the bad words.
Yeah.
Like you don't
Well,
know
I
how to
mean,
say. You don't know how to say "I love you." Like, hey, nice to meet you. Like,
actually,
it's
I
it's
know.
usually
I love
like
you.
"I want
I
to
love
kill
you.
you."
I love you in French is je t'aime, je t'aime. Actually, I used to back in my my collegiate days. I took a French New Wave class, and we watched only French New Wave movies. Um, and I learned a little bit of French during that time. I
So what
learned
did
a
you learn?
little bit of French.
What is it like?
Um,
Au revoir,
well, there's
mon ami.
actually you think I would remember like the names of the famous directors? God,
Why would you
we
want to
got
remember them? You gotta remember the
huh?
language, not like you want to remember the language, not like the directors. Like,
Of course you remember the directors, but
no, but why would
my
you want to
brain
do
just
that?
turned off because these are famous, very famous French New Wave directors, man. We're talking about
So
like
you
the
know,
400 blows. We're talking about Shoot the Piano Player. Like, it's killing me. It's like the forgetting a soccer player's name right now. It's like
we need a bar for like movies, French movies.
ah, ah. Yeah, I know. But actually, I learned most of my French because one of my first friends in this country when I came here when I was 4 years old
Wow.
was a French guy. His name was Alex, and he had a restaurant in the corner of our building called Le Poème, and he was from oh my god,
El
one of the French
Salvador.
islands. He wasn't from El Salvador. It's from one of the French islands whose name I can't think of right now. But I learned a little bit of I learned most of the curse words and stuff. Telling somebody to shut up and all that stuff from him. So very exciting, very exciting, very exciting. Too exciting, maybe. I don't know. What's going on in your life?
Well,
You're feeling
actually,
good.
Joao,
You're
there's a
feeling
lot of
good,
things
right?
going on in my
Yeah.
life.
Tell
The
us about it.
Lakers. You remember
Yeah.
you know what? Funny story, Joao. Remember I told you the Lakers need to win tonight. That was
Remember? That was
Sunday.
last Sunday.
That was
Yeah.
Sunday, and
That's when we record these pods on Sunday.
right, right. So I was
Right.
certain, and I didn't think it was gonna be that easy, though. Honestly,
Yeah.
the Lakers jumped on the Miami Heat right away, and in the second quarter they were already up like 20, almost 30 points. I think it was.
Yeah.
It got really bad. Like it was almost like they had like a 30 point something lead, and then you know the Heat somehow they put up a fight. They made a little run, and I think we ended up
Was,
winning by
was
20.
was there a moment there where you were like, we may lose here. We may
No,
actually lose this.
I mean, when they cut the lead from like 30 plus something points to 20. I mean, 20 is still it's a very good lead, in the NBA. Like it's
Yeah.
not something that you can just make it disappear right away. So when it happened, a timeout was called. The coach was like, hey, calm down right here, calm down. We're up 30 something. Now you're only up 20.
Yeah. Yeah.
So he calmed the team down, and this is like 5 minutes to go. By the way, this is in the fourth quarter, 5 minutes to go. So I mean,
And
for
but in basketball terms, 5 minutes is like 45 minutes.
I mean, 20 points is a big lead, Joao. Unless you
Oh
completely
yeah.
self-destruct, then there's a chance for you to lose. But otherwise, like 20-point lead for 5 minutes left is usually
Yeah.
pretty safe that you're gonna win.
Yeah.
So I
Yeah.
mean, they brought the lead up back to 20 something points, and they won their championship.
Yeah.
I was a little emotional, as you know. I'm a
Yeah.
Kobe fan, and
Yep.
Kobe passed away this year, and the Lakers, that was their goal. Their goal was to
Yeah.
win it for him, and
They
they
kind of had to
accomplished
win.
it.
They had to win. You know.
Yeah, they had to win, and they had their
Yeah.
obstacles. They had their ups and downs, but the goal of them winning was like and so them winning it was amazing. And I brought my son down because it was a night already, and Andre is like, my boy is like, he's like all over the place. So I was like, Andre, come over here. So I put him in front of the TV. I took a couple of photos, and I'm like, you don't know this, but this is history right here. History. Not only because we won the championship, but because we tied the Celtics, Joao. We tied them. Now we're
What is that? 20? Is
17,
that 20? It's 17.
17,
Okay.
17.
Yeah. Yeah.
So
I
that
I didn't know it's been 10 years. Like it's. I feel like I swear I saw the Lakers win more recently than that, but I guess 10 years went by, huh?
Well, I mean, we talk about how time flies, Joao. Like, your kids are already pre-teenagers or whatever you want to call it, and then my kids, one is already 2.5, about to be 3, and the other one's about to be 2. So yeah, time just flies right, in front of you. And so, 10 years. It has been 10 years, and Kobe was the last, one to win championship for the Lakers. And so, for LeBron to have done that with, Davis, it was amazing. Anthony Davis.
Yeah.
So, we know. Remember, I talked to you about being concerned about his injury
You
because he
did.
had like,
You had tears in your eyes as you were talking about it.
yeah. Well, I got tears on my everywhere today because it's hot over here. But dude came out and like nothing had happened. I was like, miracle. That's what
Yeah.
happens when you have great doctors around you.
Yeah.
They fix
They
you. So
pumped them with something.
it's like
Steroids, heroin, whatever needs, whatever works. That you got championship to win.
once that goes away, you're like, like all that pain comes back to you.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, but
But
at that point they won a championship, so he's
so who cares?
who
Like,
cares about that pain?
you have
Exactly.
6 months to recover. So for the
Yeah.
next run. So
Exactly.
take your time. Take your time.
Take your time.
So yeah, man, it was exciting. Lakers being champions again, and now we have the Dodgers, Joao.
Well, I was just about to say congratulations to you. Yeah,
Am I interrupting
congratulations to you. But we're literally in the
I'm
same.
doing the same thing you do to me.
We're literally in the same boat. Like last Sunday, you had your tied series, right?
We won, Joao. We won.
No, that's what I'm saying. No. What I'm saying is we were in the same boat last Sunday. So last Sunday, you had a tied series, and you had one game that was win or lose. Who's going to take it? It's exactly the same Sunday. So here we are the next Sunday. It's a tied series, win or lose, game 7. What's going to happen?
Well, I'm sorry, Joao. Let me correct you there. Let me correct you there. We were actually up. We were up 3-2. We just needed one more win, and we did. So it ended up being instead of 7 games, it went to 6 games because we won.
Okay, goddamn. Okay, it's a
Sorry,
it's a Sunday. It's a Sunday.
No, but yeah, dude.
And either team could win on a Sunday. Okay.
Wait, no, what?
We both won on Sundays.
I'm excited for the Dodgers because again, I'm not a baseball person, but I've been keeping tabs. I've been like, I actually told you the last time they won, I was like, Joao, we're good.
Yeah.
Like the Dodgers just won, dude, and it's been a roller coaster. I mean, because they lost the first 2 games, right, and then they won 15 to something, 15 to 4 or something. Yeah, and then the next game they lose again, and it's like it's over. It's 3-1, and then somehow they were able to win the next 2 games. So it's
just scraped by with a 3-1 win in game 6. Yeah, it's a little nervy. It's a little nerve wracking. And how many times have we been here, right? In the World Series, in the postseason, great team, do so well, and then just something happens. So it's just, I'm actually I'm contemplating whether or not I should even watch tonight. So it's like I should just maybe just watch. It was because this has been a weird year, so it's like usually by this time in the postseason, I'm like so obsessed. Like I scheduled my life around Dodger baseball, And this year, just because of the funkiness of COVID and everything, and how crazy things are, I just haven't. I've been kind of out of the baseball world, and I've just been kind of like, and now that they're in there, I'm like, obviously there's a part of me it's like, let's watch it. But I'm thinking, you know what? Maybe I'll wait. I'll wait till they're in in the World Series. Don't get invested now, because I can be watching Game 7 and then they lose, and it's like, what's the point of getting that depressed?
Maybe that's a good idea, because like you're not watching them
right.
equals them winning. So yeah, man, go take a nap, dude.
Actually,
go take a nap. I'll keep it.
It's funny. I have been keeping tabs on that. That's been a joke. But every time I haven't really been watching, and they've been losing, and every time I jumped in, they get like a home run or something. They win the game. So I've
you know what? It's so funny.
I think my streak's over now.
You know what? I think it's the opposite with the Dodgers. When I watch them, they tend to score, Joao. I don't know why.
That's what I'm saying. Get out of here. Get out of here.
So anyway, I'm excited tonight. Hey, you know what, Joao? One thing I'm gonna tell you though, if they win tonight,
tell me.
If they win tonight, they're gonna win it all. They're gonna win it all, bro. No, I'm telling you right now. I'm telling you right now. You can write this down.
Right now on October 18th at 12. What time is it right now? It's 1:48 p.m. on Sunday, the 18th. You're saying right now, if the Dodgers win tonight,
we take
that
it.
They take the whole thing, the whole cake.
It's over. Like
sweep.
Don't even play those 4 games, because it's done. It's a done deal. Just give it to us. Hey, you know what's funny story? I'm gonna tell you a funny story though.
Tell me, please.
The beginning of the playoffs for the Lakers, I think it was it was against Denver. I think it was. I was texting my friends, and I told them when they won a crazy 3-pointer at the end of the buzzer, and they ended up winning by 2 points. I think it was. So I told my friends, hey, just give us the Larry O'Brien trophy already. It's done. It's done. We got this. And then I scare my friends. Like they were like, dude, don't jinx us yet. What are you doing? And I'm like, no, dude, this game right here, it's proof that we're gonna win this whole thing. Guess what, Joao? I was right.
All right. I'll take it. If this is the new thing where Lily calls it and it happens, then I'm fine with that. I'm fine with it.
Divine power, Joao. It's called divine power. I'm kidding. I'm so kidding.
Maybe that divine power can help you get your Lakers jersey to fit better.
Maybe that divine power can help me get a job, right, Joao?
Let's talk.
Anyways, I know, dude. I got titties.
Football.
Titties.
Football. By the way, Francis Truffaut, who was the French director who I love and could not remember the name. Francis Truffaut. Go watch a few. Go watch Shoot the Piano Player is like one of my top favorite movies.
Joe,
write it down.
I've been so obsessed with Lost. I have no time for anything else. And every little free time I get
I love that you finally got obsessed with it. I do.
Well,
I really do.
I mean, honestly, I think I watched it before. It's weird because there's I remember this. I remember that. Because I think back in the day I used to watch.
You might have tuned in once in a while, yeah.
So now it makes sense. I'm like, oh yeah, I remember this. And I always thought John Locke, right? John Locke, that's his name, right?
Yep.
I mean, the character. I always thought he was a bad guy, because every time they put him, the way they film him, sometimes it looks like he is like a serial killer kind of look guy.
Keep watching. Keep watching.
Oh,
no spoilers. No spoilers.
So you already ruined it. Something crazy gonna happen.
It's so complicated that it's not. You're not even close to that.
Well,
I could see if somebody is a casual tuning in there, it may feel that way, but it's far from the truth. But keep watching, you'll see why maybe that is the perception.
I love his character though. He's like a healer.
Season 1 Locke is the best. Season 1 Locke is the best.
He knows everything about everything.
Yeah.
I know.
He understands the island, and the island understands him.
I feel bad that Boone died though. I like that kid, man.
Spoiler.
Why? You already watched it?
I know. I was kidding. To me, and we all agree that Boone and his sister are probably the weakest. I think they're the weakest characters of the bunch. I felt that way. But everybody else just watched. Are you in season 2 yet, or still at the end of season 1?
Hey, can I say something? Do you know? You remember Hurley? Hurley, right?
Yeah. Always the best.
Hurley reminds me of he used to work for you. Gary
Gary's brother.
Payne's brother.
Yeah.
Yeah. Remember, like he has that one photo when he was like a young kid and his hair was like curly like that.
No. I actually think about that all the time. He's not as calorically challenged as Hurley is, but sometimes I see him and it totally
Yeah, like
reminds me of
every time
Dustin.
I'm
Yeah,
like, dude, I can't remember his name for the name of my life right now, but
it's
I'm like,
Dustin.
Dustin. He looks like
Yeah,
Dustin.
yeah, a little
Dustin,
bit.
don't take it personal, brother.
Yeah,
You're better looking and
the
you're in
second
shape.
2 podcasts in a row where we bring Gary up on the podcast.
Well, I had to get his brother's name out of my
No,
head, so I had to
you're
use
not wrong.
him.
You're not wrong. So keep watching Lost, and folks who are listening, Lost. It's a great show, and even it's a great rewatch too. I'm rewatching and I completely forgot. We have 5 episodes left of this show, this
What?
series.
How are your kids
We're gonna
liking it?
we're gonna have this like feeling. We're gonna have this like hole in our lives every night.
Emptiness.
As a family, every night we watch one episode. After dinner, everyone's getting ready. We watch one episode as a family.
So wait, how are your kids liking it though?
They love it.
They
I mean,
love it?
they're just as obsessed, as we are. Especially on some of the episodes where it just really ends very cliffhanger. They start doing this thing where it just. I would say season 2, season 3, they do. Even season 4, they do a lot of like literal cliffhangers where you're like, I gotta at least start the next episode just to see what happens.
Well, I'm glad that I'm the only one watching here at home because I can watch, whenever I have available time.
Yeah,
I don't have to like wait. I don't have to wait for my kids. I don't have to wait for my wife. Actually, my wife told me she was watching it when it came out, and she went and watched a few seasons, I guess. Eventually, she used to watch it with her grandma, but eventually, I guess they lost interest or something happened where she stopped watching. Yeah. So I'm like, I mean, like right now, I'm kind of wondering about those numbers. Remember the numbers, Joao?
Oh, I know. I can never. It's like 15. I can't remember them.
12,
46,
blah, blah, blah.
72, whatever. Yeah. Just keep watching. It gets exciting. Yeah, and it's just one of those like. It's funny is I got my mom obsessed. So she's just got to season 2, and she's like every once in a while she'll text me like, did so and so really do that? Why did they do that? And also she loves Locke. She asked me a question about Walt. She's like, just tell me, is Walt going to be okay? And I'm like, complicated question.
The one thing I don't understand about Little Walt, little Walt is like they couldn't find any like shirts that fit him. They're all his father's shirts.
Well, it was the 90s, man.
But the funny thing is
baggy clothes.
No, but the funny thing was that when he was with Mom and the other guy, he was like proper, like he was dressed properly, and then all of a sudden he goes away with his father and he's wearing his father's shirts. What's up with that? That's just my observation, by the way.
But what about the stuff with like the polar bears and like
finally I was like, what is that noise? They don't show what it is. Like, what is it? Like, I thought it was the boars. I thought the boars were making that because they were like wild, and that was the thing that we used to talk about. All of a sudden,
you're so far from. You gotta watch it. Keep watching.
The polar bears, it's a polar bear, by the way, not polar bear, right? But anyways.
Yeah. What did I say?
Polar bears.
Polar bear.
Is it one? Was it more than one?
I mean, there was a polar bear.
I'm not there yet.
Yeah.
I guess I'm not there yet.
But
anyways.
Show.
Anyways.
Just watch it.
Dude.
Just watch it.
All right. Can we talk about soccer?
I was trying to. If you rewind the tape, I'm like, let's talk about. You're like, Lost.
I'm sorry, fans. It's just this guy's fault. Like he keeps drilling that on me.
I know. All right, let's start with Liverpool versus Everton, which started the week. I'm in trouble.
You're in trouble.
I'm in big trouble.
Yes.
Liverpool is in big trouble.
No, well, not really, but
I think so. So the game starts out very Liverpool-esque. Mane scores in the 3rd minute. Beautiful goal. Love it. You'll love it. Bam! Injury. Van Dijk. Ouch. And that's going to be a problem. I really do think it's going to be a problem. You have Allison, who's, I don't know when he's coming back.
We gotta check on that.
Adrian is a goalie, but every time the defense is falls apart, the last line of defense just doesn't do the trick. Like there's something about Adrian that I don't know. I don't know what's going on there, but I everything he does to me is a little bit questionable.
Well,
just some of the misses.
Well, remind me of that GIF. That one where the little kid just kind of throws himself after the fact. You do it like.
That's what it seems like to me. It's like he's delayed in some of the dives. It drives me absolutely bonkers. This is what I'm saying. Like you take out the the vow. What's the trophy that they all get? That some people get at the end of the year. What do you call it? The jour.
The Ballon d'Or.
Yeah, you got Van Dijk won that.
No, he lost against Messi.
In my book, in my memory, he won it.
Okay. Well.
And he won best defender of the year, right? And now he's gone. And what are they saying? Like 8 months for recovery? I mean, he's gone. He's done for the season, man.
Probably.
He's gonna be wearing a mask in the stands the rest of the game, the rest of the season. And then you got this other player, this other goalie who's like, eh. And I don't know. I mean, we already have trouble with him playing. Think about the game one against Leeds, where it was like a 4-3 game. Often you watch these Liverpool games. We got great strikers, tons of goals, but then there's also goals against constantly. Oh yeah, so I'm a little nervous.
Joao, honestly, I thought this year was gonna be easy for Liverpool. They started off really well. I mean, even though they struggled with Leeds, but they were still beating teams up. I thought, what? I don't see anybody doing any damage as far as getting, wins and stuff. I think Liverpool is going to win it easily. With these injuries that they have, it shows. It's shown on the games that these guys are real. They're like, they're the real, the real help that you need. Yeah. Like you need them every night. And when you don't have them, it shows that the team is not as strong as you think they are. Them losing, the game before this one, and it was a 7-2 or something like that, 7-1, and then this one getting tied. I feel a little better now with Man City. Man City is not doing all that great either, man. I mean, come on, they won 1-0 against Arsenal, and Arsenal had great chances too, Joao, if you remember. So I don't know, man. I feel like right. I feel like right now, this league, anybody that can step up can win. Just could be Leeds.
It could be Leeds to take it all.
That one year.
Yeah. Oh man. So, not too long after, in the 19th minute, Keane scores for Everton. It's a 1-1 game. Goes into the second half. Beautiful Mo Salah. Ball just lands. He immediately reacts. Beautiful goal. 2-1 at that point. Then Calvert-Lewin scores in the 81st minute, and this is where it gets frustrating. Right at the very tail end of the game, the greatest player in all of English football, Henderson, scores a goal from a free kick. It's beautiful. Everyone's cheering. Liverpool's winning the game. It's at the last second of the game. What do? They go to VAR. And I'm going, no. And then even when you watch it, you see them doing the offside. Mane is offside by half a centimeter.
They used to use a telescope or I would think of one of those glass eye.
Like the hair. It's like the hair on his arm is offside. And
they're zoom.
Yeah.
Oh, there it is. I see it.
They take the goal. Game ends 2-2. They share the points. Ouch. Wow. Look at that. COVID.
Dude, what's the table? What's the table looking like for you guys? Who's first? I don't think Liverpool is first nowadays, right?
No, not anymore. I mean, it was they were
check right now, really
doing very good. I'm gonna look right now. EPL. table. Right now, it's Everton, number 1 with 13 points.
James,
Aston
James.
Villa at 12 points at number 2.
Well, that's would be Liverpool, right?
Yeah, Liverpool. Liverpool. No, Aston Villa who beat top today. Liverpool at number 3 spot, 10 points. Leicester City at number 4 spot right now, and a lot of tying with Arsenal, Tottenham, Chelsea. Man City's number 10 right now.
Where's my boys at? Man City.
What's going on? Number 10.
Number 10?
Yeah. It's still very early. I mean, we're talking about 9 points. Yeah. So, I mean,
Yeah.
But it's interesting to see who's on Everton, riding the wave right now. Riding the wave. They're playing good. They're looking pretty good to me.
Well, it's funny how that is too, like, not just for the English Premier, but also for La Liga and other leagues, where, like, at the beginning everything is all over the place, but eventually the teams that belong in the first 5 rankings, they're gonna be there eventually, and it's about them 5 or whatever teams in the EPL that are gonna be fighting for that first, second, third, fourth, and fifth spot. So, but it's fun to watch. It's fun to see, like, at the beginning, like, a little bit of drama. Starting off with a little drama, but eventually things are gonna settle down.
Yeah, I mean, it's a lot of drama. A lot of late goals that are changing the ends of these games. Chelsea versus Southampton. Werner scores in the 15th minute, 28th minute, 2-0 Chelsea. Danny Ings. I always talk about Danny Ings. It's kind of like a Vardy type, where it's like as he gets older, he gets better and better, and scoring 2-1 Southampton. Southampton then ties the game at 2-2 with Adams in the second half. Harvard scores for Chelsea 3-2, but in the very last ends of the game, Southampton gets sneaking a goal for a 3-3, sharing again the points. This is why the big clubs are not moving up very quickly. They're sharing points with scrappy.
Scrappy teams are stepping up to the plate. That was a crazy game too, man. I thought Chelsea was gonna win, and that for it's almost like a mental breakdown where, like, you have a good lead going, and then the other team somehow finds a way, and they ended up tying the game. A tie for Chelsea is a loss, but a tie for those teams is not. Like, they're getting a point off a good team, and huh?
No,
so, good for them.
I was agreeing with
like,
you.
What?
I said, no, that's a huge. I mean, that's like you're saying. It's for scrappy. That's a win, right? So you got the big clubs scoring goals, winning games. But if you can get that sneak that last minute goal in there, tie the points. Walking away with 1 is a lot better than walking away to it.
0, yeah. And you just gave a better team a 1 as well. They're not taking 3 from you. They're just getting 1 point.
Later in the morning, this morning for us, you got your boys versus Arsenal on Saturday. Yesterday, they win. You got the 3 points. Sterling with the only goal of the game. 23 minutes, very early in the game. 1-0, and it remains a 1-0 game. What's going on? You got the best strikers in the world. What do you think is happening with Man City?
Joe, I gotta be honest with you. I'm a little scared.
Please.
They don't look good. They're not looking good. Arsenal had plenty of chances, and actually, Man City's goalie, the Brazilian, that dude was amazing. He saved so many goals. Like, so I'm a little scared because they're playing to their full potential, meaning, like, they have all their good players, right? And for them to have, and even that goal by Sterling, it was not a design. I feel like it was almost like an accidental, where the ball just happened to be there and he kicked it in. So I'm a little concerned. I hope that Pep is able to fix it, whatever issues they have right now. But I feel like there's a lot of things going around the team with Pep. Was he gonna leave the team? What is he losing the some of the players' attention or whatever? So I don't know, man. I'm a little concerned with Man City because they're not
Yeah,
winning. Well, we got to give also credit to Arsenal. I mean, they're not an easy team to beat right now. They're actually looking good. So we cannot take that away from them. But again, I don't know, man. I think 5 more games and I should be able to give you a better
yeah,
uh, kind of a story about Man City. But right now they're looking okay,
yeah,
just
yeah,
okay.
yeah. And I'm fine with Man City scoring less goals and winning, getting less points. So you keep on that train. Do it, do it,
Well, as long as we're winning,
do
I'm
it.
okay with. If we're winning by 1-0, 1-0,
Yeah,
1-0,
yeah,
I'm
yeah,
okay with because we're getting the
yeah,
points that we need. But
yeah. Yeah, I guess you're right. Then final awesome game of
dude, that was fun.
Saturday:
That was a fun
Manchester
game.
United versus Newcastle. Another one of
Oh
those.
no,
Maybe
I'm
we'll
sorry.
scrapple. We'll Scrappy win. Will Scrappy win this time? Nope. Scrappy does not win. You have an own starts very much like, oh, maybe something will happen with an own goal against Luke Shaw for Manchester United. So Newcastle get first blood 2 minutes into the game. Maguire then scores on the 23rd minute. Then you got Fernandez, Juan Basaka, and then our
He
boy
missed the PK, by the
Rashford.
way. Did you know that?
Yeah, Juan Basaka. I like Juan Basaka. He's one of those kids who I think they just recently started playing him a lot more. But you see him, he plays well. You wonder where the hell is he when he's not playing, and he's scoring goals now. I had to keep an eyeball on him this season, and then Rashford in the 90th minute, looking good. Rashford though,
Rashford looked
yeah,
good, man.
telling you,
He was
mm,
looking good.
he's the future of
Oh man,
English football. Telling you, man.
he had a great goal too. Like um, it was just him and the goalie, and he just like, see ya, boop, scored it right on the corner of the net. That was great.
Should we flash forward though to today's game? Mourinho
I thought
talked to him.
I thought it was that you were talking about earlier. I was like,
Yeah, yeah,
dude,
yep.
today's game. Wow.
It's
Woo.
Bale's first game in. You thought he was going to do something. It was kind of cool to see him. It's like, oh,
Yeah.
what's he going to do? It's good to see him in a new uniform, going for a
What you
new
gonna do?
club.
What you gonna do?
Yeah,
It
and
was like the
actually,
expectation was higher than what it
yeah,
was.
and just to fast forward to the end, closer to the end of the game, they did bring him in. He did have a moment where he broke like three defenders, and then when he got that shot off right at the end, it just went right outside the bar. Like if he got that in, people would be like, "What?" This is going to be good for thought. But this game was interesting. So you think it's going to be a Son Harry Kane game. Starts immediately 1 minute in with Son scoring. He is unstoppable. 8 minutes
Assisted by
in,
Kane.
assisted by Kane. 8 minutes in, which I think was assisted by Son.
Yeah,
Kane scores. 16 minutes in, Kane scores. It is a 3-0 game
done.
into the second half. And guess when I tuned in? I tuned in when it was 3-1. Balbuena scores. It's 3-1 at that point. I'm going, oh yeah, this is over
Well,
for
you gotta tell you gotta
West
tell him
Ham
why
United.
though, Joao, because this is already the 80th minute, right?
Yes,
This is
there's
the
10
80th.
minutes left
You're
in the
like,
game.
yeah, 10
Yeah,
minutes left, and you're like, oh, 3-1, okay,
yeah, yeah. No, exactly. All
going
of
to
a
bed.
sudden, yeah, own goal by Sanchez, trying to knock the ball out with his head, but the ball went beautifully into the goal. It is 3-2 in
It
the
happens.
85th minute. Then right at the 90th minute, and I'm talking about 90th with like in 4 minutes stoppage time, like at the 4th minute kind of thing.
Like,
Dude scores with 3-3. Share the
dude,
points. Scrappy
that.
wins the tie, but Scrappy wins. Scrappy wins.
Well, you know what? Was it Kane that was chasing after the ball after I think it was a corner kick or something where Todd got the ball, and then I don't
Oh,
know
it's
if it was,
beautiful.
Kane was trying to clear the ball out,
Yeah,
and I think he kicked a little too far off for him to chase it, and
yeah.
then you see this guy come in like momentum, you know what I'm saying?
That goal.
Yeah, he was like momentum, and he's like, oh no, I'm not passing this ball. This ball is I'm gonna kick wherever this ball lands.
Yeah,
I'm gonna do it right now. So when
yeah.
he kicks it, I mean that beautiful, like right in the
Oh,
corner. And
precision.
you can see Larice, right? I think Larice is named the goalie, like the French guy. So that dude is like
Couldn't
stretching
get anything
himself.
on it.
Yeah, like he stretches,
Nothing
and
on it.
yeah, it's just nothing you could do about it. I don't think
Oh, nothing at
Mourinho
all.
was mad about that. Mourinho was like, yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
but it was such a beautiful goal, and it just landed to his foot in such a way. He doesn't doesn't even take much time to react.
Yeah, it
Kicks
just
it, and it's just like precision. It's one of those rockets where it just goes, right into that right corner pocket. Beautiful, beautiful.
yeah.
But
That
unexpected.
that I think
You
that
know,
was the game of the week, Joel. I don't think
yeah,
any game was as fun as or exciting as that one. Even though it ended up being
yeah,
a 3-3 game, that was a game of the week for me.
yeah, yeah. Well, yeah. I mean, any last minuters like that are just my brain. I was like, what?
Dude,
Mourinho just
you
doing
sent
one of those
that
faces.
you sent me the video, and I was like,
Yeah,
I was driving, I was picking up something for the family,
you were
and I
you were
was like,
driving and watching the goal.
I was actually, you know what? There, sometimes I get stuck in this light right here, one of the lights here, and it just stays, and I'm
Yeah,
like, I think I have a little bit of time. Let me check out what happened here, because I think your clip was like 28 seconds, and I'm like, I clicked it and I was like, oh my god, that's a crazy, 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 crazy goal.
it's insane, and it's also didn't happen in the middle of the game. It happened right when it needed to happen, and it was just
I mean, that was
absolutely
like,
bonkers. Nothing stopping it. Wonderful.
yeah, yeah.
I love
So
it. That's why I love my Premier League football.
yeah,
Uh,
this week was fun actually. You're
yeah,
right
no, I
about
think
that.
so.
Yeah.
Jimmy Vardy does not have a party. Aston Villa beats Leicester City 1-0. What in the world is going on in La Liga, man? What the hell
To La
is going
Liga,
on?
like
Is
we're
it
talking
upside
about
down?
the EPL right now, where like teams that shouldn't be in the first, rankings of the standings are right now there,
Yeah,
right? Like,
yeah.
there's a few teams. So same thing for La Liga, man. Right now, La Liga, we have Real Sociedad as number one, and then we have,
Hmm.
which Real Sociedad has been a good team. I can't take that away, but they're not like a number one team. And then we have Villarreal as number two, and then we have Real Madrid as number three, and then we have Getafe as
Interesting.
number four. Now,
Barcelona is what, number 11,
well,
12?
Barcelona actually is right now is number nine, and
Wow.
Atletico Madrid is actually number eight, but they have played less games than everybody else. So they play 4 games, and the rest of them have played 6. So you can't really judge it right now. But anyway, so Barcelona is coming off a loss. They lost against
Yeah.
Getafe. That was an interesting
Whoa.
game.
Yeah.
Dude, they're wearing these uniforms that are like really like, I don't know if they're doing the whole cancer. You remember what's it called? Alertness. What do they call it? The
Yeah. Is it the
cancer,
pink
whatever.
one?
Yeah, pink one.
Yeah.
Them
Yeah. Yeah.
and Real
Yeah.
Madrid were wearing pink uniforms, and I don't think that's that
You
helps.
think you think that's what did it them, man?
Well, what I'm saying is, like, you look at a team they're
Yeah.
wearing
Yeah.
pink, and you're like, I think I can get these guys. It doesn't matter who you are. You're like, oh, these teams are wearing pink. I think we're wearing black, or we're wearing like a dark
I'm
color.
take,
I think
I'm
we got
taking them
okay with
out.
it. We're taking them out. So Getafe actually, they got a PK, and they scored a PK, and they, the score stand. It was a
Hmm.
1-0 game. Messi had a chance and he hit the pole, and other players did too. But it felt like, Barcelona. You can feel it. There's a tension there. There's something there. Even Griezmann had an open shot, Joao, and he just like kicked it
Missed it, huh?
to the
Uh,
moon, to the moon.
uh,
So
these
yeah.
players
So
make so much, and you'd think that they would be able to perform at the highest level, and here they are, not doing it, right? Right,
well,
that's got to be so frustrating
I
for
mean, at
fans.
the end of the day, Joao, we're all human. You know what I mean? Like, we all sometimes we break when
Even
there's
Messi in your book.
well, he's done it before. You saw when we played La Copa America, Chile and Argentina, where he had the chance in the PKs and he missed it.
Yeah,
So
yeah,
imperfection is always gonna get you one way or another. So if we were to be perfect, yes,
yeah, yeah.
it will be different. But like, so that's what happened. That's what happened with Getafe. I mean, right now they are actually number fourth in the La Liga. And so Barcelona,
Can you imagine?
I don't know, I don't know, I don't even know what to
takes
tell
it
you.
all. Can you imagine they take it all?
You know what? This year, I think this is the first year where I see Real
Yeah,
Madrid and Barcelona not being the top team. Because Real Madrid doesn't really have a like a face. You know what I mean? Like
yeah, yeah,
now when they talk about Real Madrid, they talk about Ramos, like defense. We're talking about a defender, not
yeah,
an
yeah.
elite offensive player. So I don't know what's gonna happen there. I don't see them being elite. Uh, Barcelona, we lost a few players. Now you only have Messi, and you have a couple of good other players there, but I just don't see it. So I think this, if anything, for La Liga, it could be an upset. It could be this year. Well, the winner,
Yeah,
actually, I
yeah.
gotta say, the winner right now is Atletico Madrid because they got Suarez, and they actually won today. They Was it today? I don't remember. Was it today game? But they had a game and they won against Celta Vigo, and it was a 2-0 game.
Hmm.
When our boy Suarez had our boy Suarez had a goal, Joao.
Get out of here.
So he's like, he is attaching, or he's becoming Atletico Madrid. So I
Yeah,
don't know. I think like
interesting.
La Liga is gonna be very interesting this year, unless something like dramatic happens with like Barcelona, where they get it together, and
Yeah,
Griezmann and Leo Messi and you know um Brazilian guy. I can remember Coutinho.
they got to figure it out. They got. I mean, and those, you know, those three. I mean, Messi's on his own universe, but I mean, like, Griezmann and Coutinho,
Yeah,
the best strikers in the world.
if they can
What are
get it
they
together
doing?
with Messi, they can do
Yeah,
some damage this year. But right now,
yeah, yeah,
it has been like the last couple of years where
yeah,
there's something missing there. Ever since Neymar left Barcelona has not been the same as far as like
yeah.
the offensively. Because I think Neymar and Suarez and Messi were able to somehow like give up some of their you know spotlight. I don't know, skill or
Yeah,
whatever,
yeah,
just to make it
yeah,
work. And I don't think that has happened after that. And so that's why we have this Barcelona where like it's just another, it has gone down to that other level of the other team. So
yeah, yeah.
who
And
knows what's
it's
gonna
so
happen?
early. Sometimes you got these teams, even the elite teams, struggle in the beginning. And yes, they have gone through a lot of changes. Also, they have had some pretty dramatic, drama in the offices, right? With
Oh yeah.
with Messi staying, Messi going. I'm sure there's a lot of kind of turmoil and behind the scenes kind of things that we're not seeing, obviously, which also affect what's happening on the pitch, right? So it'll be interesting. I can imagine them figuring it out and making it work, right? But I would like to see somebody else do it. Let's see. Come on,
It's funny
Getafe.
story,
Come on,
Joao, is
Getafe.
Rakitic left, right? Rakitic left, and now that Rakitic left, he's like talking about like him not sometimes getting along with Messi or whatever, and I'm like, dude, just move on with your life.
It's like when somebody
Anyway,
leaves
so
the Trump administration, they write a book that they're not going to
that's what
do.
I'm saying. Like there's so much drama going on in each clubs that we're not aware of. Like, you see, the
Yeah.
only thing
Oh
you
yeah, of
see is
course.
like them playing soccer, and all of a sudden you see them like, you know,
Yeah.
fighting each
Yeah. Of
other
course.
or like not talking to
Yeah.
each other. It's like,
It's like that show. What's that show we used to watch? I only
the
watched the first
cartoonish one,
season.
the
What was
cartoonish
it?
one. What's the
Yeah,
cartoon
well,
like the one?
it was like a Mexican team, right? It was like and it was some rich kids, some rich
Oh yeah,
family owned
Cuervos,
it.
Cuervos, Cuervos
Yeah,
FC.
yeah. And they had all this kind of like funky drama on the side. So you had drama with like the players, and one was a playboy and whatever, and
The Argentinian
yeah,
guy. Yeah,
yeah.
it was crazy.
And then they brought that Ronaldo-ish guy in, right?
Right. Who was
Yeah,
like bi, and it was
yeah,
weird.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. So I'm sure that there is some types of drama like that behind the scenes that, of course, we're not privy to, right?
It's crazy because it takes great management to put all these guys
Yeah,
together and
yeah.
make it work.
Especially
It's
with all the
almost like,
egos. Yeah,
yeah, yeah.
I mean, when you become so decorated, you're making bajillions of money. You got all these fans in. I'm sure, that clearly gets you that. And to be a coach who can manage those egos, especially if you have like three or four of those kind of players on your team, how do you do that successfully to drive that team to success, right?
Well, that's what we have to
No.
be grateful about, though, Joao, because you think about it. Neymar was coming up. He wanted to be the number one guy in the world, and we have Messi, and we have Suarez, who's like, I mean, like they all have their like, they all want to
Yep.
be the greatest, right? And so for that team to have worked for like what, maybe a couple of years, 3 years, maybe 2 years,
Yeah.
that's amazing. It's amazing. So, and
Yep.
now like you cannot. Who knows? Like maybe Griezmann and Messi don't get along, and that's the reason why things are not clicking, or Coutinho, or something there. Something is wrong there that needs to be fixed in order for things to start working correctly. And sometimes it doesn't work. So that's why a lot of players have come and go from Barcelona, because they haven't. Because it seems like Messi has been he's like everything works around him, right? So if you don't work around him, then you're gone. And so who knows, man? It's kind of weird in the Liga right now. So, but Joao, by the way, guess what? Guess what's gonna happen this weekend, Joao? 7 a.m. Guess who's playing in La Liga? We look forward to these games every year.
And it's El Clasico. What day is that? What day is it?
Saturday. This coming Saturday.
Oh, okay. I'm there.
So it's gonna be Real Madrid. You know what? It's gonna be weird because it's gonna be weird because again we see the struggles for these two teams. So it should be interesting how this game is played, because you know how you play your best when you play your biggest rival.
Yeah.
So I'm looking forward to see what happens there, man.
Yeah.
This could be like
do you feel some of the dramas or between the two clubs maybe have been lessened with like folks like Ronaldo leaving? Because you had that like Messi Ronaldo who's better kind of rivalry between the two, and then you had like Sergio Ramos who would always break somebody's leg or arm at some point in the game. And do you think a lot of that has maybe it won't be there now, or do you think it always will continue to have this sort of intense rivalry?
Well, I think Joao, I think it's a city to city rivalry. I mean, this is never gonna end. It's never gonna end as long as Real Madrid and Barcelona exist. Yeah. So as long as they're like they have whatever, it doesn't matter who's there, who's not there. They still want to kill each other, right? So to get that W. So man, I think it's gonna be interesting, because even though they're not top notch anymore, but they still want to beat each other up. So those games are always fun, no matter what.
I'll be watching no matter what next Saturday. Just remind me. Just remind me. I still need that reminder. Well, I know you have and so you have Neymar, who's now in PSG in France, right? He's in France, and we have Juan, who lives in France, and we had the pleasure of interviewing him today, and to hear about what his thoughts were on English football and French football and his experience living in France, and whether or not he missed it here. And you guys are both wearing your Lakers jerseys, which made me feel very uncomfortable. God damn it! But I would say,
you wear your black because you want to look yourself skinny, but you're not kidding anybody, Joao. Come on.
I'm not tricking anybody.
Oh, you're so skinny, buddy. You're so skinny.
But it was really fun talking with Juan and everybody. Check this out. I think you'll really enjoy this. This is amazing. Absolutely amazing. Look at that guy. He's so handsome. He's so handsome. It's been a really long time. We got Juan, old friend, right? And family. You guys family? You guys related here? Is there some relation?
Yeah, there's a little bit.
That's what they say.
Is your uncle?
Tío Luis.
But it's great having you on the show.
He's one of my kids.
About it all the time. He's one of your kids. But we talk about it all the time, and I don't remember what episode. It might have been like the last one. We're like, we got to get Juan on the show. We got to get him on the show. And
this
I already
is like the
you.
Perfect time also for Juan to be in the show, by the way.
Absolutely. And you guys should talk about it. I can see that you guys are a Lakers thing, but I just want to say I've always been a huge fan of Juan because of his Yankee Connect.
Yeah,
I see you're wearing a Brooklyn Dodgers, which is good. Yeah, actually, what's funny about that? When obviously I'm from New York. When I came out to LA, I couldn't get myself to buy an LA hat yet. And so, but I really loved the Dodgers, and I was getting, really into Dodger baseball, and I had to get them. I compromised with the Brooklyn Dodgers hat. So that was like the first sort of Dodgery situation I could do. Had to be the Brooklyn. I had to stick with my New York roots. That's all gone now. No, I'm bandwagon LA now, 100%.
Oh yeah, man. Especially the way they're playing.
What happened though? We were supposed to have a New York Yankee Dodger World Series. What happened? They fell apart.
Like the fourth, fifth year we've been waiting, man.
Tampa Bay. That's what happened, dude.
Who would have thunk? Oh yeah. Hey, so you have a business. First of all, let's address something here. You are not in the United States. Those are not American white walls behind you. You're in France. You escaped. I called you an expatriate. It's the greatest country on earth. But you live in
France. Yeah, man.
Tell us about that.
Left. We left 2012, the States. Moved to Montreal. We lived there 4 years and moved in to Nice, which is nice, in France, 2016, and just love it here, man. I mean, we have the sea. It's 4 or 5 minute walk from our place. We have sunshine over 300 days. Nice. What else can I say? The wine is amazing. The food is amazing. The people, you get used to them.
They're okay. They're all right.
Yeah. You can't have it all.
No, you can't have it all. We have that all over the place. People are all right. Look at that guy down there. He's all right.
You're actually right here, João.
Oh.
And Juan is down here, so it's so weird.
Juan is here. You're always down here, Louis. You're always down here. Down here. So, what do you miss the most about not living in the United States?
I miss Louis, man.
Oh, jeez. And then I
miss Mexican food. To be quite honest, I miss In-N-Out.
Yeah.
Some of the fast foods, obviously the Friends, but besides that, nothing else. I love it here.
Yeah.
Louis,
I think we need to go over there and kidnap him. Bring him back. What do you think? We can do a whole episode where we just sneaking in the Nice and we get them. What do you think?
We're overweight. I don't think we can get far with them.
Yeah, that's very true. Very true.
If you guys come here, you probably end up staying. You probably end up staying here, man. It's just you'll love it here.
You're probably not wrong.
Well, João is like American. He's like anti everybody else. I think he's better than me, man.
I'm not anti everybody else. But now you're on this pod. The Lakers just won.
17.
You guys are like in
finally
mode. Yeah.
10 years, man. 10 years.
Yeah. Has it been that long?
Yeah.
Really?
2010.
Wow. 2010, dude. But you know what's crazy too? The Lakers winning this championship means more than any other year for us, because this year, as you know, João, Kobe Bryant passed away. So them winning, it's just icing on the cake. So I have my doubts coming in.
They kind of had to win, huh?
Yeah, but I have my doubts because there were a few teams that were supposed to be favorites to win it. The Clippers mainly, and other teams that were out there. And so for the Lakers to have actually won the championship, it's like, amazing feeling for all the Laker fans. Right, Juan?
Yeah. Are you the only one? Are you the only one in Nice who know what the Lakers are? Are there actually Laker fans out there? And you go, "Oh shit! Look at you!" Just like running up to them, like high fiving them.
Yeah.
You're the only guy.
No, people here. It's funny because when I got here, I noticed a lot of people wear Yankee hats. And I'm like, oh, they must be baseball fans. No, for them, the NY, it represents New York.
Yeah.
So I'm like,
Actually, I do notice that when I watch if you watch some international soccer games, you do randomly see the Yankee hat, and you're like, that's interesting. But yeah, I bet you're right. It's just New York. That's all it is.
It represents New York for them.
Yeah. Which is fine. New York is pretty great. Oh man, so you have a business, right?
Yeah, I'm actually a tour guy here. It's yeah. So I'm a tour guy. Well, this year because of COVID, it was non-existent. But I work for a company, and we do bike tours. We take them to the beach. We take them to the vineyard on e-bikes,
Nice.
and it's the best job I have ever had.
Yeah,
to
A lot of drinking.
this day. It's just that
drinking
too.
and biking.
But it's the fact that you interact with people. I mean, you see them once, and then the next day they're gone. So it's never boring, and hopefully next year we'll be able to do it again. But I mean, I have an Instagram account. Just post some pictures called Juanito _on_ wheels with an S. Louis.
That's a lot of underscores.
Yeah. Especially after a couple of years.
Yeah.
So if any of our fans from the States or anywhere else are planning to visit France, so you're in Nice, right, Juan?
Yeah.
Is that where you're at right now? So if you need a friendly tour man here, you can call up or you can check him out on Instagram, and he'll take you places. The places that people want to go, right?
Juan Torman. So what is the COVID situation now? So is it getting better, or is it just like here where it's like it goes down, everybody gets all excited, and they open everything up, and then it goes back up, and is it just doing kind of like this?
So here it's a little more strict in the sense that just on Wednesday the president had a conference, and he mentioned that some Macron mentioned that some places in France have curfews. So from 9 to 6 you have to be at home.
Wow.
And if you're caught outside, you get a ticket of 135 euros. So they don't play around.
That'd be a straight up civil war here if they put anything like that here. Yeah, I think those guys in the middle country will be out there with their guns. Hell no! I'm going out. My freedom.
America.
I'm gonna get an angry letter one day. Excuse me, Mister.
Joel. John, whatever your name is.
The brain just explodes as I'm trying to write it down. I'm like, I can't do it. You know what? Never mind. Just throw it away. Can't do it. So is everything? So let's talk about football, right? This is a football podcast. Are you just straight up PSG out there?
To be honest, I don't watch French football. It's like watching the MLS. It's just.
Except for one team,
right? Yeah. I mean, the only good team is PSG, and then you have maybe Marseille and Lyon are your top three. But Nice this year is not doing too bad. I think they're 4th, 5th. So, but French league is no. I actually started to watch more of the Premier League now. Because you have Leeds and you have. I like Leeds. I like Arsenal.
Yeah.
I don't have a favorite team in the Premier League. I like watching them all.
Yeah.
It's just fun.
That's literally me. Like I stopped, when I got. I forgot what World Cup it was. Whatever the one that Louis lost that bet and he had to go blonde. I had.
That's the African one, right? The Africa one.
Yeah, that one. But after that, I was so obsessed. I started watching all like leagues. So I was watching, French league and La Liga and English Premier. My family was getting very upset at
Salvadorian league.
But Salvadorian league. But I hadn't. I stopped watching the French fight first because it was always PSG. I mean, there wasn't really any much competition, so it didn't really kind of keep me. Same with La Liga is always like Barcelona or Real Madrid. Where English Premier Football, it's like scrappy can win. It's fantastic. You have no idea. Like just today, and we'll probably be talking about this on the pod, or we did already talk about this because we already recorded our podcast. You had Tottenham. They were winning 3-1. They had 10 minutes left in the game. 80th minute, 3-1. You think that's game over, and then you had Villa come back, and they scored 2 more goals, and they tied it up in like the very last second. I don't think you often see that in other leagues. It was fantastic.
Yeah. It was such a beautiful goal too. I don't know if you guys saw the goal.
Yeah.
Beautiful goal.
Yeah.
Oh
yeah.
man, I mean, we're talking about Argentina represented, right? This kid is from Argentina. He just like whipped that thing.
That was
it's
amazing. Yeah. Just bam, corner pocket. Beautiful.
No chance.
So that's what I love. That's what I also love about English Premier. So, have you been to any of the games out there? Like, have you actually been to any of the stadiums? And you're like, this is.
Yes, I have actually. Yeah. I've been to the Nice Stadium since the World Cup for the women was here last year. I got to catch a couple of games there. Beautiful stadium. It's a new stadium. It was built for the 2016 Euro Cup.
Yeah.
And we went there. We watched the semifinals, and we watched 2 games there. I mean, the women, it's fun to watch them play. I mean, they're not like the men throw themselves on the floor and everything. They play. So that was good to watch. So.
But what about the fandom though? Like, you mentioned that French League is kind of like MLS as far as like skills, but like fans in the stadiums there, it being in Europe, it's got to be like 10 times.
It's intense. Oh yeah.
MLS. Yeah.
Oh yeah. Yeah. So I've been to 2-3 games for Nice, and the crowds they get rowdy.
Yeah.
They get rowdy.
So will you say
it's fun?
Will you say that soccer is the number one sport in France, or?
Yes, it is. Yeah.
Cool.
It's gotta be.
Oh yeah. No.
Yeah. Yeah.
They love their football here.
So Juan, have you ever been to any other stadiums as far as like the soccer world goes, like the Barcelonas? Because I know you've traveled to Spain a few times and Italy as well. But have you even considered maybe just going to watch a game there or something like that?
Yeah, Barcelona is always the goal. It's just hard to get tickets. This is always sold out. I mean, the stadium is huge, but it's always sold out. And the times that we have gone, there's no games. So that kind of,
it's a bad time right there. Yeah.
It's still the goal. Yeah. I would love to also in England, go to the UK. We've been there once already. But to go watch a game, I think it will be fun.
That'd be amazing. That's my bucket list right there. I gotta go.
Go watch Manchester City, man.
Yeah, don't watch Manchester City. You don't need that. Yeah. Yeah. Go to Liverpool, Anfield, baby. Anfield. I just screamed in the mic. The headphones just like blew up somebody's ear.
Talking about Liverpool, how do you feel now that your top defender is out, man?
It's gonna be look at him. It's gonna be. I think it's like what they think like 8 months recovery or something like insane like that, right?
That's an ACL injury. That's like that happened to me, and I'm still not okay. Really, like it happened to me in the World Cup. Like I think that was when Argentina played Germany. I used to go to Juan. Were you there at the time when Argentina and Germany?
No, I was in Canada.
So we used to go to these like free place where they used to give us like free alcohol, and it was like a warehouse down in downtown LA, dude. It was crazy. You know
who? The catch?
Just people to show up. Like soccer was not as popular, so they wanted to gather more people, and so they used to sell things there like jerseys and like apparels, whatever. So maybe that was a catch. But they used to do like outside soccer. They used to have like a little, they made like this space as a soccer field, but it's like concrete. It wasn't like grass. So you're playing with like other kids like 3-on-3. And one time, man, I was running and I hyperextended my knee, and I forgot about it supposedly, but it came back a few months later when I was playing basketball. I started to sprain my knee frequently, and I was like, what's going on here? So I went to the doctors, and he's like, hey, you have a partial tear on your ACL. So you could either do a surgery, and it's going to take about half an hour, but the recovery is going to be long, like 6 months or something like that. And this is just a partial tear. I think he completely tore his ACL. So
yeah,
it was rough, man.
I didn't see when I saw it, it didn't look that bad. Like when it happened, like even when you watched the replay, like it didn't look like, oh, this dude's out. You know what I mean? God damn.
But that's the worst though. When you're playing and it looks like nothing happened to you, those are like the worst injuries. Is because when you get hit, at least you got hit. But when something like rips, it's like, what happened? And then you're done for the year.
Yeah, I can tell you now, Liverpool is going to be in big trouble with him out. You still have Allison out, and what the hell's the goalie that's playing right now?
Adrian.
Yeah. He's questionable.
What was he the one that got
I have a
scored?
feeling it's gonna be a really tough season for him. What was that?
Said I'm glad.
You bastard!
It's anybody's league now, huh? I mean, anybody can win it
absolutely.
now.
Leeds is gonna win.
Look, dude, I really like Everton right now. Everton is looking sharp.
Yeah.
They're looking sharp.
What kind of beer are you drinking there?
It's a French organic beer.
Ooh,
The label. Yeah.
Stombio. That looks delicious.
It's not bad. Yeah, very nice.
Yeah. Nice.
Like to mix it up, you know.
Yeah, I went boring. Juan was telling me I was drinking boring beers.
Well, look at me, bro.
I gotta wake up in the morning. So I gotta keep my weekday beers boring.
That's why we're doing a bet, right? So.
Oh, that's right. Yeah. Hey, you want to join our bet? He's gonna go, no.
Oh, no.
He lives in France. He's like, I'm not gonna give up alcohol for 6 months.
Alcohol over there is like water.
You gonna tell me I can't drink wine for a week? No.
Plus, nobody will trust you out there. They'd be like, what? No. I can't trust that guy. All right,
people, you know.
Yeah.
No, I was gonna say, people here, wine is something that you drink every day. I mean, with moderation, obviously, but it's like water, like you said.
I couldn't do it. With moderation. The reason I don't drink wine is because, it's like depressing to see like a whole bottle of wine empty every morning.
You're like, hey, I ran out of wine, and it's like only 8 a.m.
Yeah. I don't mind like a ton of empty small beer bottles, but just for some reason seeing like a whole bottle of wine empty the next morning, you're like, yeah, I gotta stop drinking so much. That's why I don't do it. All right, we have 6 minutes and 40 seconds. Luis, do you have any last minute hardball questions you want to ask Juan there? Oh, is he frozen?
Yeah,
he's frozen?
I think he's.
Wow. Yeah, it's my favorite Louis, actually. Frozen Louis. Frozen Louis.
Quiet Louis.
It's Frozen Louis. It's fantastic. I feel like we should just draw something on his face. So Zoom needs some sort of thing like that when somebody freezes, that you can actually start drawing like a mustache on them. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's true.
That'd be amazing. I want to send Zoom a letter and see if they can get that going. All right, Juan. Do you have any last minute things you want to throw in before we end our interview? It's great. It's been great seeing you, man. It's been a while.
Likewise.
It's been so long.
You know, it's funny because when I heard that you guys were doing a podcast, I think I heard maybe after you already done like 30 of them. So, I jumped in there. I saw some of them with VAR. It was hilarious. VAR
we fired him, but I think we need to bring him on once in a while. Yeah.
It's fun. It's I listen to you guys usually on a Monday on my way to work, or when I'm feeling depressed and I want to laugh, I listen to you guys. So keep it up. It's funny. You guys are entertaining. Yeah. So all those that are listening, it's a fun podcast.
Keep listening. Are you telling them to keep listening? Jeez.
Keep listening. Hang in there. Yeah. It's gonna get better. It's only gonna get better. The beer's gonna get better.
The beer's gonna get better. I know. I gotta continue to plug, man. I've been doing like the beers of the week or the beers of the episodes, and I just haven't done that in a while. I gotta get back in. I gotta get back into that.
I gotta get back in.
You're right.
For the people, they'll appreciate it.
For the people. I love it. All right, man. It was great seeing you, and you can always jump on the pod whenever you want, all right? You're a friend of the pod.
Appreciate it. Loved it.
All right.
Thank you.
All right, man. Don't drink too much wine, all right?
I'll try not to.
Go Dodgers.
Go Dodgers. We'll win tonight.
Oh, God. That'd be awesome. I almost feel like, I know we're at the end here. We got like 4 minutes left, but I feel that, I haven't been watching the last 2 games, and I'm like, maybe I should just not watch tonight. Just wait till it's like the World Series. Don't get too invested. And I don't know if it's because of COVID. Usually at this time, I'm so obsessed. I schedule my life around making sure I don't miss a game. And this year I have not watched many games. I'll tune in just to make sure score line's okay. And so this would be like the first game I was gonna watch tonight. It would be like the first game, and I'm like, you know what? Maybe I should just stay out of it. Wait till they're in the World Series. You know what I mean?
I feel the same way.
Yeah, I don't want to watch and get depressed on it. Like the one game
Exactly.
I watch, yeah.
Yeah, like for me, tonight's game is going to be 2 a.m. here. So obviously I won't watch it. So you know, I wake up like at 5 a.m, and the first thing I do is I check my phone to see if they won. If they won, I can go to sleep. If they don't, I'm like, they ruin my sleep. You know?
Yeah. No, absolutely. It's funny how sports can do that. Gets you, man. Yeah. It can really dig in. It really does. Yeah. All right, brother. It was great having you, man.
All right, buddy.
Don't be a stranger. I'll see you. And here we go. Bye. Dude, it's been so long since I've heard Juan's voice. We missed him so much. But yeah, no, it was good talking to him, right? It was good to hear what he had to say about French football and living in Nice and how nice it is. And
I just hate the fact that he lives in paradise and we don't, Joao. I feel like I live in hell right here. I'm like sweating like a pig.
LA, baby. LA, come on.
I'm like freaking 100 and something right now, dude. I'm like breaking. I'm actually losing weight right now, so that's a good thing. I was like 200 today, and I'm probably like 185 right now. So
you'll fit better in your Lakers jersey after a while. Few more episodes.
I'm looking forward to fit on my thong, like one of my speedo pants or shorts, whatever you call that.
Before we end the pod, I just want to quickly go over some of the awesome games that are coming up. Tomorrow, actually Monday, long lunch, 12 p.m., October 19th, Leeds United versus Wolverhampton Wanderers, the two giant killers at it. That's going to be very exciting. Flash forward to Saturday, which I would say maybe is the game of the week in English football, Manchester United versus Chelsea. What is going to happen? Liverpool versus Sheffield United. Hopefully we get 3 points. Liverpool, come on, you Reds. And then Arsenal versus Leicester on Sunday. What's going on in the world of La Liga? Any exciting games coming up?
Well, Joao, did you know, Joao, that the UEFA is back? And if I'm not mistaken, I remember you saying that you loved UEFA nowadays. Am I mistaken?
Depending on the game. Depending on the game, you can get really pulled in. Well,
one of the challenging, we're talking about La Liga and UEFA. Mm-hmm. Some of these teams are going to be playing, the other leagues games, and so the one to watch, Joao, is going to be Atletico Madrid against Bayern Munich. So we're talking about
that'll be interesting. Yeah.
Champions of last year to play Atletico Madrid, who's like they have reinvented themselves.
Yeah. So what day is that? I'm all in. I'm all in on that game.
Let me check what day that is, Joao. Meanwhile, you can talk about something else.
I thought you were going to be prepared. I thought you were.
Well, you know what?
The schedule.
Well, as you know, my computer crashed. I've been having difficulties. Having difficulties.
It's during the week. Look out for it, Sacer fans. Just Google.
Dude,
when is that game?
Atletico Madrid will be playing Bayern 10/21, which is 3 days from now, right? So that will be what? Today is Sunday, Monday, Wednesday,
Tuesday.
Yes.
It's 19/20. Yeah.
So
I've never been very good at math.
I'm sorry.
Well,
I think I have like Mayan blood, so I think I'm good with math.
Well, yeah. Those are the guys who thought the world was going to end in 2012. That didn't happen. Yeah, they're so good at math.
Well, maybe you didn't read it right.
Yeah, you're probably right.
So anyway, Atletico Madrid will be playing Bayern 10/21. So you cannot miss that game. We have a complete new Atletico against Bayern. So then Atletico, talking about going back to La Liga, they're going to be playing Real Betis, and that will be played Saturday at 12 p.m. George.
12 p.m. PST. Count me in, brother. Count me in. I'm speaking very slowly because Luis just froze, and I'm just watching him. I seriously think that Zoom needs a right drawing tool, or when somebody freezes in their meetings, just do a little mustache. Just do a little mustache. That would be cool. Just a little mustache, right? And a little angry eyebrows, right? Like right, just like cock on his forehead there. Draw a penis right here, and then pointing at his face. I think that would be cool. Zoom, if you're listening, give us the ability to draw on somebody's face when they freeze. All right. Well, I think this is a great place to end the pod. Thank you for listening. We lost Louis, but this was a long one. We were very passionate about this week's affair. So thanks for tuning in. Listen to us in episode 67 of the pod, and hopefully Louis is okay. I hope he's okay. Let's see if he's okay. I'm crying now. I'm worried about him. All right, Southside fans. See you in the next one.